In the ancient village of Euro, nestled among tall palm trees and red earth pathways, lived a girl named Iname. She wasn't like the other girls. While they busied themselves with village life, Iname felt the river calling to her. Her mother, Mama Edian, a woman whose face held the wisdom of many seasons, would often watch her with a mix of pride and worry. Iname's skin was smooth as a river stone, and her gentle eyes held a depth that seemed to mirror the water itself. It was said that the river had blessed her at birth, and indeed, she was most at peace by its sparkling banks, her braided hair adorned with simple cowrie shells. One evening, as dusk painted the sky in shades of orange and purple, Iname lingered by the water's edge. The air grew still, and a soft silver light began to glow from the river's surface. She watched, captivated, as a figure rose from the depths. He was tall, with skin of shimmering bronze and eyes that glowed like twin moons. His long hair flowed like the current itself, and his garments seemed woven from water and light. This was Oak Idzu, the spirit of the river. He had watched Iname for years, drawn by her pure heart and her deep love for his waters. His voice was like the gentle rush of the current, serene yet powerful. Iname, he said, I have seen your kindness to every creature of my domain. Your spirit is as clear and true as the water itself. I am Oak Idzu, and I wish for you to be my bride and rule the river realm with me. Iname, far from being afraid, felt a sense of belonging she had never known. This was the call she had been hearing all her life. She looked into his silver eyes and saw an eternity of peace. I will, she answered, her voice steady and sure. When Iname told her mother, Mama Edian's wise eyes filled with tears. She had always known her daughter was destined for something extraordinary. The river has always been your true home, my child, she said, her voice filled with love and sorrow. Go, and be happy. But do not forget the village that raised you. The entire village of Euro gathered at the riverbank to bid farewell to the girl they all loved. They brought gifts of woven baskets, clay pots, and colorful beads. As the moon rose high in the sky, Oak Idzu appeared once more, his form even more radiant than before. He took Iname's hand, and together, they stepped into the water. Instead of sinking, they walked upon its surface, which glittered like a path of diamonds. With a final, loving look back at her mother and her home, Iname disappeared with the river spirit into the shimmering depths. Iname found herself in a world beyond imagination. The river realm was a kingdom of breathtaking beauty. The sands glowed with a soft internal light, and trees that looked like crystal coral reached towards a ceiling of shimmering water. Strange, gentle light creatures floated by like living lanterns. At the center of it all was a palace that seemed to be made of flowing water, constantly shifting, yet solid to the touch. Life in the river realm was magical. Iname, now the river queen, discovered she had new abilities. She could speak with the fish, guide the currents, and make the riverbanks bloom with the most beautiful flowers. She was adored by the spirits of the water, and her love for Oak Idzu deepened with each passing day. He was a kind and wise ruler, and together, they brought unparalleled harmony to the river. But Iname never forgot her promise. She missed the warmth of the sun on her skin, the smell of evening kitchens, and the sound of children's laughter in Euro. Most of all, she missed her mother. Seeing her sadness, Oak Idzu made a pact. For half the year, during the dry season, you may return to the surface world, he declared. But when the rains come and the river rises, you must return to me, to your throne in the river realm. And so, a new cycle began. Every year, when the land grew dry and the river shrank, Iname would emerge from the water. Her return was a joyous occasion in Euro. The villagers would celebrate, for her presence brought gentle rains that nourished their crops, just enough to sustain them. She would sit with Mama Edian for hours, sharing tales of the wondrous world below, her voice as calming as a gentle stream. During her time in the village, Iname taught the people the secrets of the river. She showed them where the fish were most plentiful, and which plants by the riverbank held healing properties. The village prospered like never before, always mindful to treat the river with respect, for it was the home of their beloved queen. Then, as the great rains began, signaling the wet season, the river would swell. The village would gather once more, not in sadness, but in a celebration of farewell. Iname would embrace her mother, promising to return, and walk to the water's edge where Oak Idzu waited. Hand in hand, they would descend back into their magical kingdom. Iname's story became a legend, told from one generation to the next. She was the bridge between two worlds, the girl who married the river and blessed the land. Her life was a testament to the idea that love can connect the world of humans and the world of spirits. And to this day, the people of Euro live in harmony with the great river, knowing that it is not just a body of water, but the kingdom of their queen and her spirit king, a source of life, magic, and endless love. Moral of the story: true love creates harmony, not distance. And the greatest gifts flow from kindness and humility.